Welcome everybody back to our podcast. We have had to take a quick pause from what we had planned on doing in our other videos and sharing, and we wanted to do some more lighthearted, fun things, but apparently the universe has other plans for us. We need to address a huge now elephant in the room. And we're here to set the record straight because things have gotten out of control in this.
They got real serious and real fast, which is so.
It's like, whoa, bro. It did not need to get there. Okay.
No, they took it there.
Right. It's like, this is supposed to be, well, at least we always try to take a lighthearted approach to our videos. We just joke around and banter, and we're a little bit snarky. You know, our motto has always been, if we see something, we say something. So if we see something, we say something. So here we are. We saw something crazy drop on Monday after our video that we put out on Sunday, the day before. It was a 3 hour and 20 minutes doxing documentary that literally.
That's what it turned into.
Yeah. And we got dragged into it because we questioned XJW elite term. Like, we were like in the comments going, hey, what's up with this? Like, why are you using this term? And we got dragged into it because Jimmy drug us into it also in a different way, which we explained in our last video. How, well, let's talk about how all this started because Quinn re-released Jimmy and Selena's interview, which was a wonderful interview. We both agree with that. We both agree it was a wonderful video.
Yeah.
Okay, we have no issue with that. Also, we want to set the record straight. We never wanted the video to come down. We did not ask for the video to come down. All we were saying is, hey, we have a mutual friend, woman number one, that was in the video that he literally attacked.
Quinn
attacked, that had literally reached out to both Quinn and Jimmy, which we can't speak for her, but from what we've seen, she seems like it was a genuine concern for Selena, okay? And she claims that she is, in contact with her, and that's fine. That's what she's saying, and we're not here. Yeah, we're not here to verify if it's true or not true or whatever. That's something she can address if she wants to, right? But she seemed like, to us, very genuine. She was concerned, and she was concerned for Selena, reached out to Jimmy. It seemed like in a genuine concern way. And instead of Quinn and Jimmy being like, okay, I appreciate your concern, I'll look into it, or I'll try to reach out to Selena, or Quinn could have said, you know what, I appreciate your concern, but I'm not taking it down, and left it at that. He could have just left it at that. And this woman number one, she was already like done with it all. She had like literally her interaction with Quinn bothered her so much that she like removed her YouTube channel. And she was like,
what makes this so difficult to discuss right now is that everyone's content suddenly got deleted. So some of it was reported and taken down. Right? Quinn's original video was taken down. So there's no evidence of this mystery video,
the doxing video
that came out on Monday. Right.
Yeah.
On the 3 hour doxing video. Okay. But there were a lot of comments on there, and the whole video was doxing 5 different women. And we two were included in the bashing, but not the doxing part, because we're out here, we're making videos.
Right. And we didn't even mind that. Like, we know that we're out here on here.
Yeah.
And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're not even.
I have no problem about
both of us have said it's right. Both of us have said it's not about us. We are more feeling, our feelings are for these other women who
are private.
Yes. And he just dropped their names out in the universe and just were making all these accusations. And it kind of reminded me of this. Let's look at this background here. This is Quinn.
Yeah, because he was putting all of us together, all 5 of us, as if we were. He literally said that it's a sophisticated takedown operation
systemically
from Watchtower.
Yes,
that's
he
what he
thinks
said.
It's a takedown, And me and Cindi are like, what? Like,
We don't
honest,
even know half the people up
right?
on that video. Yeah.
Exactly. He put all of us together, putting these alleged pieces together like we were all connected and we all knew each other. That was insane to me.
Yes.
We only knew woman number one, okay? And the way
Yes.
we got drug into it is how we described it in our last video. We got drug into it because we were actually telling Jimmy, hey, you can't censor people. And we were not saying the video should be suppressed. All we were saying is, Jimmy, you're telling us, which I want to clarify this as well. We were not going to use the video. We had no plans to use the video, but Jimmy came at us out of left field claiming that we were going to use the video and told us we couldn't do it. Well, yeah, we got snarky back. We were like, who are you? Don't tell us what video we can use, yada, yada, yada. That's how that went down, right? But we were
Right.
not telling
And
them.
then maybe he thought that I was telling him to put it down because I was asking the question, if this is really about Selena, like
Yes,
you're implying, then why isn't this Quinn video being removed? Because remember, before this 3-hour video, there was the video that he made with Selena, which
correct.
led to the 3-hour video.
Correct. And mind you, and go back to our last video before this one, Ego's Gone Wild. We show receipts where he says he got permission, implying he got permission from Selena. And now it's all coming out that it doesn't sound like he did get permission from Selena. And here's the other question I have. If you guys really care about Selena, and this is the only thing we were asking, we're not trying to suppress information. We're just saying, if you guys are all claiming to care about survivors and care about Selena, okay? If you really do, okay, Quinn, you asked Jimmy for his permission, but you didn't make sure that you had Selena's permission. So it feels like you don't care about the woman. You don't care about her permission. All you guys care about is if you guys are okay with it and you're rocking high fives and everything. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
the bros are okay.
yeah. So that's what we were saying. We were not saying you could not play the video or re-release the video, okay? We were just trying to say, hey, you guys are saying one thing out of your mouth, double speak. You're saying you're doing this for Selena and you're exposing Watchtower. And then on the other side of your mouth, you were saying something completely opposite. And you weren't even making sure you had consent for her to re-release the video because you don't know what she's going through behind the scenes legally or whatever. None of us do. Right?
Right.
That's all we
Exactly.
were saying. We were
Which
using our
which
critical thinking, you know?
yes, and which is still kind of the point, but whatever. We're not out here saying remove that Selena video, that original one, and the one you reposted or anything like that. We were in the comments on Quinn's video, the first one, and we had mentioned we don't think you're elite. But whatever, you came out on that 3-hour video and you also attacked us because we just had an opinion that you may not be as elite as you think. I mean,
And then
it's
it's an ego.
okay.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, you can say that. You can think that about yourself. We're just saying,
yeah,
we were saying as friends what we thought we were, or like some kind of mutuals with you. We were just saying, hey, it looks like it's an egotistical thing. It doesn't look that great. It's like you think you're superior. But when you
yeah,
responded to Cindi and she didn't see that message, you went off.
yeah,
I saw the response and I thought you kind of beat around the bush with your explanation, but then you really explained it. Now it's clear. In your video, the doxing video, you said you compared yourself to Michael Jordan. So
right.
we
So it's
get it.
clear.
Yeah, we get it. You think you're
We get it.
superior like a Michael Jordan. That's fine. You can think that. We think it's egotistical, but who cares what we think? It doesn't
Yeah,
matter what we think.
we can disagree. I
Yeah,
don't know why you got your panties in a bunch about it, but yeah,
yeah.
we disagree. That's all.
Yeah, that's all it was. And you didn't have to take this way out of hand just because we
Yeah.
disagreed. It's almost like when you're reaching out, it seems this is also Watchtower to me. It's like
Mm-hmm.
you go and you confront and you say this doesn't make sense or why is this like that, and they just say shut up, be quiet,
Yeah. Be quiet. Stop
you
making comments. Like all our
stop
comments got
asking.
deleted. And then there was another video that came out from Bo, which was pretty funny, I have to say.
Right, we
'Cause
laughed really hard. That was very
yeah,
entertaining, Bo. Thank you, Bo Benson of
yeah.
XJW Arizona. But here's the
There
other
were
point I want to
plants.
make before we even get to Bo's videos
Okay, okay, go ahead.
of tomfoolery. I want to say this. Quinn literally was like, they're suppressing me, acting like everyone was trying to suppress him. And again, we weren't. But yet he suppressed us in the comments section and deleted everything we said. And I don't feel we were Jerry Springer. I don't feel that I think we speak intelligently. We use full and complete sentences. We ask things in a very mature way. Yes, sometimes we're snarky, but there was no need for you to go and delete everything we said. And then Jimmy jumped on the bandwagon and he started blocking and deleting everything we said and not allowing us to speak. And then when Bo Benson released his silly plant videos, like accusing us of being Watchtower plants, which is Bazookoville, crazy. He started delete. At first, I thought
he's a piece of work. That guy.
I gave him credit where credit was due, which is what we always do. We give people credit for what they do when credit is due. But I told him, at least you're not deleting our comments and you're allowing us to speak, unlike Jimmy and Quinn. And then what does he do hours later? He goes and deletes especially all of your comments. He hid my comments and said, I was like, well, I regret any compliment I ever gave to you because this is absolutely absurd. This is happening.
Yeah, and I have to make the point that there was like 2,000 people that saw that 3+ hour Quinn video. So we all know that Jimmy gave Quinn a text from person number one. I guess we'll call it woman number one. We all saw it happen. We all heard it happen. We all heard Quinn say where he got that text from. Right. And now Jimmy is trying to gaslight the whole community and say that never happened. And that led to my video this morning, which I'm way more calm now than I was this morning because I just found it so
gaslighting. Narcissistic.
Gaslighting. Like you're not just gaslighting me, you're gaslighting the whole community.
Everyone.
Everybody who watched that video knows exactly where that text came from because A, Quinn said it. B, he showed it on the screen. A text from this person to Jimmy.
If anyone watched the video, he said he got it from Jimmy and it said clear on the screen. It was an interaction between woman number one and Jimmy. And she was saying how she wanted to step away and de-escalate. She wanted nothing more to do with any of this. She was like, I'm not going to ask him for anything else. I'm fine. I'm good. And he goes and sends it to Quinn, which we both think lit the match.
She also said in that text that she was afraid of Quinn. And this is the major point here. It's not cool when you are a man and you do not understand what it is for a woman to fear a man. Okay. You just don't understand it. So why in the world would you take somebody's fear and give that to the person that they fear?
Right.
It's wrong.
It's horrible. It's horrible. And I want to address because Quinn was like, how would she fear me? He was like asking, like, I don't understand, you were giving off vibes in your messages that made her feel very like you were very like almost elder-like and whatever. And she just was like, oh, and wanted to move away from it. And she has that right. She has that right to be like, I don't want to deal with it anymore. She felt she could trust Jimmy and that blew up. Because no, you can't trust Jimmy, obviously, because he went and he shared that with Quinn and he amplified the whole situation. So the whole situation, this is what we had an issue with. This part right here, doing that to a woman who says they're afraid. And then you just go, boop, here you go to the person she's afraid of. And then you turn around and gaslight the whole community and say, well, I didn't send that. They were talking in a 3-person chat that I put them together with. No, Jimmy, we all saw on the screen. It was a private thing between you and woman number one. And also, if you use your critical thinking, do you really think woman number one is going to sit there in a 3-person chat with the person she's now afraid of and say, I'm afraid of you or this person, Jimmy, please don't send any more information to him right in front of him in the 3-person chat?
It's just so ridiculous.
It's not adding up. It does not make sense. Anything he's saying. And see, this is the issue also we have with Jimmy is we keep catching him in lie after lie after lie. And he manipulates. Like even now, we know he's going around behind the scenes and calling certain individuals and trying to get them on his side and saying, oh, we're moving on and everything's great. And oh, I feel attacked and all this stuff. While he's literally saying crazy things in the comment section, still not even holding himself accountable for any of this. Like, I think he needs to hold himself accountable and apologize for literally publicly. I don't mean privately. I think he needs to come out with a public statement and say, I apologize for doing that to woman number one. I should have never done that. I was in the wrong. And also, he should address Quinn and say, Quinn, some of these women had nothing to do with any of this stuff. Like, for example, Joanne.
Mhm. Yeah. She didn't
Joanne
have
had
anything to do.
nothing to do with this, and he accuses her because he puts it, like I said, if we go back to this
Yeah.
idea where he's like putting all this
Mhm.
stuff together, he assumes that text from the couple in the
In the
story,
video.
yep,
Mhm.
in the video, that because they said he's been threatening before and he just shows up at people's houses, he assumed that, making an ass out of you and me, that was Joanne. But Joanne has talked to us, and Joanne has said, I was not coming for Quinn. I had not said anything like that. And there was no reason for him to bring me in all of this. I had nothing to do with anything. That couple, that guy, he threw that out there on his own accord,
So we don't know. We don't know. We're putting it out there. We don't know who that he was the couple was talking about that
Yeah.
said that Quinn shows up
It
at
showed.
people's houses. We didn't
Yes.
just believe that,
Mm-hmm.
like that's another thing. We didn't just believe, but a lot of the people in this community they jumped on this video and they believed every single word that was coming out of Quinn's mouth, which is all one-sided, a
Right.
one-sided story without hearing anybody else's
Verifying.
side as to where this all came from, why this all happened.
Right,
Yeah.
because Joanne told us with her own words that she invited Quinn to
Yeah.
that location. So why would she say he just showed up? And when it's clear
She had a retreat and she
she
invited him
invited
there.
him. So that's
Right.
actually like doesn't even make sense in the storyline. So, and that's another thing. Joanne can, you know, address this stuff if she wants to have a statement or whatever. And we have made it
Yeah.
very clear to any of these women, we will be a mouthpiece for you, or we will, be a voice for you. If you want to share something, we will share it, because I feel like, I can understand why you're now intimidated to address Quinn, because Quinn has proven that if you push back in any way to him, he will threaten you and dox you, or
And throw your face up there
do a
and
whole
talk
3-hour video about
trash
you.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
take things you've said out of context and spin it to his own narrative. And I think that's wrong.
Hmm.
And that's what we're
Yeah.
here to set the record on, because this is just cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And I also want Quinn to know, we're not attacking you. Joanne was not attacking you. Woman number one was not attacking you. She just was asking a question out of concern for Selena. The other woman you brought up, I've seen her in the comments section too. And she's like, oh my gosh, I don't know why he's attacking me. I just was asking him some questions. I noticed he was blocking me in the comments section. I just wanted to know
Hmm.
why. So it wasn't just us that he was blocking. Any of these women that he was bringing up and bashing in the video, they were like trying to comment with him. And some of them, I think he blocks. I know he blocked me. He did a Jimmy on me and he blocked me too, which I'm fine. I don't care. But I'm saying it makes it so we can't defend ourselves, or we can't address certain things. And now we have to come out here on a video to address all of this, because it has literally like created so much chaos in the XGW community. This is insane.
Yeah. And it's going to ultimately harm some people that have some things going on. Read between the lines of what I'm saying.
Any people behind the scenes that he named in the video that has advocacy going on behind the scenes, and that regarding Watchtower, you have to think about how this is all going to affect all that.
Right.
It's like no one thought about
No
that.
one's
Jimmy didn't think
thinking.
about it. Quinn didn't think about it. Bo didn't think about that. And at the same time, they're over here saying we're pushing this because we're trying to advocate for survivors. Well, I'm sorry, but you're doing it all the wrong way.
Well,
That's
and
not
here's
how
the
you
other
do it.
thing. How many videos did they make about us, about these other people? There were 5 videos made between Quinn and Bo
Even
at
Jimmy made
the
a
original.
statement.
Even
Jimmy made a
Jimmy made a
statement
statement.
too.
So there were 5 videos made. So stop saying that we're attacking you just because we make comments. You delete the comments. You delete
Right.
the comments because you don't want us to be heard. But this is why we're making the video.
And this is also, why we started our podcast, because we experienced this with Ruby and we were not able to speak or share our side. It's so annoying that you people think it's okay to shut people voices down who don't agree with you. When we share our story, Ruby calls this and Jimmy calls it Gossip Girls, right? We are sharing our bad experiences that happen in the XJW community. It is not gossiping. It's literally just sharing our story, just like any other XJW would share their horrible story from leaving out of Watchtower.
And it's
How is it
also
any different?
commentary on content that's already out there. And we let people speak for themselves and we
Yes.
show it. And then we say what we think. This is
Yes.
what everybody's doing on YouTube. So this is nothing new.
No, and Ruby and Jimmy did not create the political idea corner where they're the
No.
only ones that talk about politics. Okay, so when
Yeah.
that's another
That was
thing.
not an original thought.
Right. Quinn tried to smear us and say that's all we talk about. First of all, if you go through our few videos, we're a very new channel, so we're working on things. Obviously, we don't have a lot of content yet, but if you go through our channel, we have a variety of topics that we discuss from XJW stuff. We have things about things we're seeing in the world stage, okay? And those videos that Ruby claims is like, oh my gosh, you did video after video. First of all, that was 4 months ago, okay? 4 months ago. We haven't done a video on Ruby since then.
And they've been silent since then. And then all of a sudden, when Quinn puts this bashing video up there, then they come out of the woodwork like
Right.
little
Then they gain a backbone, both her and her
maggots.
cousin Tony. And we protected Tony. We did not use her name. And she's out here talking
Calling
a
us
whole
snakes. Calling us
horrible.
snakes.
Yes, and Quinn's in the comment section, and obviously it's now deleted all because Quinn's video has been removed by YouTube.
Right.
But like this is crazy. It's like we are over here trying to protect certain people, and we tried to keep things low key or whatever. And we, like you said, we're only like commentary on certain things that's already out here, and we give you guys the same permission. If there's something that we're saying and you'd like to address, you can do that, but you guys
You're
never
free to do
do.
it. Yeah.
You never do
But you
it. All
don't.
you do is ignore and act like we don't exist. And then when we
And
do our
delete.
videos, yep, and then when we do our videos, you come in our comment section and go, oh, you can't stop talking about this, you can't stop talking about that, and you make all these accusations.
And what do
But
we do? Do we delete it all? No, we don't.
no,
Go
we
ahead.
leave it
Have your
there.
say. Have your say.
Say what you want because we know who we are.
That's
It does
right.
not matter what you think. All right? That's what this comes down to. And we're always going to be true to who we are. And when we see something, we're going to say something. And if you
Mhm.
guys don't like that, don't watch our videos or look away. It's
Yeah.
not that big of a deal, you know?
And I just don't understand why it is so hard for some people to just come out and say, "Listen, I did something. Yeah, okay, I did do that. And you know what? I wasn't thinking at the time. I'm sorry." Is that
Yeah.
so hard to do? Because I do that all the time. I actually apologize to people when I don't even think that I actually did something wrong, but because it's offending somebody, I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, I apologize for that. But like at this point with these people, they can't do it. They can't do it.
I want to give credit where credit's due. I do appreciate that Quinn has made a statement and says he's not going to put up the doxing video again. I'd like to trust that he means his word and he's not going to do that because that only harms those women. It doesn't hurt me and Cindi. It
Right.
hurts those other women. So if you really care about women and you care about survivors, then you won't do that to them and ruin whatever they have got going on behind the scenes that they're trying to work on to do their advocacy, you know? Think about that
Exactly.
for a second
Yeah.
there.
Just a
This is
little
not
something
this
to
is
think about.
right, it's not about tit for tat or anything like that. This is about this video here is just about setting the record straight because there was a lot of misconceptions in that video and it's not right to just spew a bunch of stuff and of course we're going to respond. We're going to respond to it.
That's what
It's
we do.
frustrating. So now do you want to go through the receipts on some of this stuff? Because I know one of the
Well,
things,
that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, let's show the receipts that we actually do
yeah,
have
and we're
because I
only
think
going
it's
to show,
important only because everyone is going to be like, well, oh, that's just their opinion. Oh, they didn't even show anything. Like
right.
I would prefer to just forget this, but like I can already see people saying they didn't show anything.
Right. And there's a lot of things we can't show. I do want to reiterate this. We have more
Hmm.
receipts, but we
Yeah,
are not going to show them because we don't have permission to show them from certain the certain women that were in his doxing documentary, and we wouldn't want to
Yeah.
do that to them. So
Right.
there's no need for that. We're going to show like what we said, and we want to show what Jimmy said and some of these people, so you can see what was said and how we have proof that, especially that part where Jimmy lied straight up and
Yeah.
said, oh, I didn't do that. Let's get into the receipts. I dug them out
Okay.
and I got them, and I'm going to put them up on the screen. This is where he tells us he's lying to everybody. Here's where it gets a little bit crazy. We're calling him out on this lie. Okay, so this person says, well, it seems Quinn have to take, he must have forgot to do a spell check. He's supposed to say, well, it seems Quinn had to take his video down. Are those bullies succeeded? So he should have said, not to be an English teacher, have those bullies succeeded is the
Yeah.
correct way to say that. Okay. Then Jimmy responds,
YouTube removed it after they reported it.
there you go. Okay.
I kind of wanted to play the Jimmy part.
Okay. Yeah, you can if you can see it. Okay.
Yeah.
Then this person says, because it was doxing multiple women and obvious lies, and Jimmy Bell shouldn't have given that text from woman number 1 to Quinn. She said she feared him and tried to de-escalate the situation, and he still gave it to an obviously unstable person who went on to disrupt multiple people's lives. None of these people seem stable to me. The way they treat women is atrocious. Well, something to think about. So Jimmy responds and says, I did not give Quinn any information that was about woman number 1. I've already talked to woman number 1 about this, and the air has been cleared with her and I. So maybe instead of assuming things and spreading false accusations, you refrain from talking about something you know nothing about. Let me repeat. I did not give Quinn any information about woman number 1, and woman number 1 and I are good. Okay, let's talk about this for a second.
Yeah.
Are people seeing this? He's literally saying he didn't do that, and even Quinn said it in his video that he did do that with showing receipts. So
and he showed the text.
Yep. So Jimmy, are you saying Quinn's lying in his video? Are you calling Quinn a liar? I don't know. I don't know what to think
they
here.
just think, oh, well, the video's gone, so we can just pretend that didn't happen. But 2,000 people saw it already.
Yeah, they're
Stop
trying to
gaslighting the whole community.
Yep, don't gaslight us. Okay, then this person says to Jimmy, how did Quinn get those texts then, Jimmy? He even said it in the video that you gave it to him. I watched the video. It's very convenient that now that video is gone. The story changes, LOL, laughing face. So then Jimmy says, if you would have listened instead of jumping to conclusions, I created a group chat on Facebook and invited them both to it. So the two of them could talk with each other to work things out. I stayed out of the conversation and let them address the concerns they had with each other. That's how. Okay, here we are again. Everyone put your critical thinking hats on. Do you guys think that woman number 1 would literally in front of both Quinn and Jimmy and a 3-way group chat on Facebook, do you think woman number 1 would tell Jimmy she is in fear of Quinn in front of Quinn so he could read that message?
On a 3-way group chat.
Yeah. Do you think she did that? Just think about that.
And then ask him, please don't tell Quinn any more about me.
Right.
On a 3-way group chat with Quinn.
Right.
Hello.
Right.
This is not making sense. Make it make sense.
Exactly. I was paying attention, Jimmy. Woman number 1 didn't say she was afraid of Quinn in the group chat. She said it in the private message to you and told you she tried to de-escalate the situation and asked you to please not share any further information with him. Why are you lying about this now? I don't get it. Don't you have a heart? So Jimmy says, woman number 1 and I talked today. We discussed all this and we have come to a resolution and understanding. Why do you feel the need to keep stirring the pot? Because you're lying, Jimmy. It's not about stirring the pot. It's about you holding yourself accountable for what you did and apologizing publicly for it, because now you are
Yeah,
literally
why?
gaslighting people in the
Yeah,
community.
why does he have to, like, anybody who questions, who actually saw the video, he has to come at them and be like, it's your fault. You're doing this, you're doing that, just because they saw the video and they saw exactly what happened, and now you don't want to admit it?
Yeah.
So now you got to turn that person into a pot stirrer because they're
Yeah.
asking questions. It's
Right.
insane to me.
And it's projection because he's the pot stirrer. Because you are lying. Why can't you just apologize or at the very least tell the truth?
Which
And
is our
then,
point.
right. And then he says, you don't want to hear the truth, Michelle. He thinks he's talking to
Because,
me. He thinks
yeah,
he's talking to me. That is not me. Oh my gosh.
it's crazy.
This person says, this is not Michelle. Why do you have a problem telling the truth? Really? I am asking sincerely. Won't it make you feel better to clear the air? And then he responds, I have told the truth. Let's see it. I was involved. Quinn and woman number one were involved. Funny to me that you were not, but yet you're acting like you were. What part of me and woman number one are good do you not understand? Move on because we all are. Really? You're
Yeah.
literally saying that we weren't there, but actually we were there. You want to know how we were there? Quinn broadcasted on YouTube. He told the whole world in his hand that what happened between you guys. I mean, like, are you hello? Don't tell these
Yeah.
people. He's like literally saying, nope, it was just me, woman number one, and Quinn. It's between us. You stay out of it. Again, that's
It's
what he said
over.
last time. Yeah, that's what he said last time. Mind your business, as he brought everyone into it. And now he's saying it again. Mind your business, as he and Quinn brought everyone in the community that saw that video into the business. Like, you cannot
Mm-hmm.
make this stuff up, man. The response was, Quinn put the video out there. He involved this whole community. Thank you.
Yeah.
Applause needed. Applause needed.
Yeah.
You're moving. You're moving on because you weren't slandered. Exactly. What about all the other women? Don't you care about them too? It wasn't only you and woman number one in the video, right? It would be easy to put out a little statement on your YouTube channel, or is this an ego thing? Good question.
Ooh,
Good
you go.
question.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm remembering correctly, didn't Jimmy say he has no problem apologizing if he's wrong about stuff?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I've
Well,
heard him say that.
I think we also have a clip of Jimmy, don't we, saying that he doesn't lie.
Oh yeah, XJW Furious did that one. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you guys want to
Yeah.
check that out, that's on XJW Furious's channel. We actually made up, so we're all good. We're all kosher. We all could maturely,
Mm-hmm. Right.
talk, and we're, you know what I mean. It's like if XJW Furious can come to an understanding with me, I don't know why Jimmy or anyone else can't, because that
I
seemed like
know.
that was never gonna happen, right?
Because they don't block comments. Like, he doesn't block your comments, and he actually reads it and listens to it and considers your position.
Right, that's true.
So it's so simple. It's so easy.
Right, so we give him props for that. Yeah, he actually lets you speak. Thank you. Oh my
Mm-hmm.
gosh.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's where Jimmy gets spicy. Okay, he says, personally, oh, should I use the accent? Personally, I owe you nothing. I have told you what happened and that the parties who were involved, not just woman number one, but others I have spoken with, and we have reached understanding. See, here is what he's doing. He, again, we brought this up earlier. He goes around behind the scenes to try to smooth things over, with these women or whoever he's trying to smooth over to like protect his own image. But then he's like Two-Face. On one end, he's this, and on the other hand, he's showing this. Like, look at how
Yeah,
he's young.
because I don't think they knew that he was going to come back into these comments and lie about all this
Right.
and say
So
that he never did any of this.
by you and a few others who keep talking about this and not getting the demands you want are harming the same people you say you care about because they want to move on, not just me. Okay, Jimmy. Sure thing. Projection. Tell us that we're the ones harming all these women when we're not even, we're defending them. If anything, we're defending these women, and we aren't doxing them and using and blasting their photos and putting their full names on display. Like, nah, no, you cannot
Yeah,
gaslight me.
and he's saying just by putting stuff in comments, just commenting on videos is talking about all this and like keeping it going. No, it's not. We're allowed to comment. Other people are allowed to comment. Like,
Right.
stop.
I know. It's crazy. Okay, then he goes on because remember, now he's probably heated. So you know Jimmy's heated when he's like double responding before a person can respond back. So he's
Mm.
like, as far as the community is concerned, there are way too many people that feed off of drama. It's one
Hello,
to no
projecting.
one.
You're talking to
Projecting.
about yourself.
Yes, there are far too many people that feed off drama and like to keep things stirred up. Folks can speculate on why that is. I have my own thoughts about it, but that's not important. Okay, you know what? Well, we have our own thoughts about it too. The people that do this, that stir the pot and create all this stuff behind the scenes, are narcissists. That's what
Mm-hmm.
that's our thoughts on it. The people who
Mm-hmm.
like all the attention are the ones that are going to stir the pot and go here and there behind the scenes and tell this person one thing and make it so now you've orchestrated the situation where everyone's upset. I mean, that's what you did with Cindi when you went and
Mm-hmm.
orchestrated it with the Q video we did, and then you did it again with all these women behind the scenes, and now you're doing it here. You love to stir up the pot and create drama behind the scenes, and then when you get in front of the camera, you're like, look at me, I'm Mr. Nice Guy, North Carolina guy. I wouldn't do a thing. I don't know what you're talking
I'm a
about.
peacemaker.
I'm
I'm
a
a
peacemaker.
peacemaker.
Yeah, I'm here for the community. Oh, come on. We see
Yeah.
you. We see you. Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah.
And I just want to add, and Bo, you made 3 videos about that. That's not drama. You made 3 videos about this, about
Yeah.
us. Like,
Right. Right. And also too, Quinn made a 3-hour documentary, doxing
ugh.
documentary. It's like, wow, like you took that much time to literally do that to everybody. It's like, holy smokes. Back to Jimmy. Not one individual speaks for a whole community. Well, I think he sure thinks he does. I'm sorry, but
Mhm.
everything he's saying right here, I feel like he's literally talking out of his, you know
Mhm.
what. If you think that's the case, then a mental reevaluation is needed. Again, look in the mirror, projecting. And the response is, okay, Jimmy, there's no change in your mind, I see. You're set in your ways. Take care.
Take care.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
some crazy right there.
It is. And this is the other thing is
Totally
that,
unnecessary.
yes. But this is the other thing that other people are noticing things. Other people are asking these questions, but you wouldn't know it because Quinn and Jimmy erased the comments section. You wouldn't know it. They're trying to
Or
make it
they
look like,
hide it.
yeah, they're trying to make it look like it's just us. It is just us. And they're trying to pin everyone against us. Because why?
Mhm.
That's what narcissists do. We talked about that in the last video. What they will do is they gaslight, they deflect, and they project, and they turn friends and family against you when you push back and there's truth there. They don't want people to see behind the curtain. No, they don't want people to see that. And so
Mhm.
they don't like us because we are not afraid to speak up and stand up for ourselves and for others in the community. And we are girls. We empower women and we want women to have a voice. And we are tired of these XJW elder mentality men with all the misogyny in the world coming through and literally telling us we don't have a right to speak. Well, yes, we do. We
Yeah.
do.
And we're not going to
And
stop.
no, thank you. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Yeah.
Now we're going to share some posts on Facebook that was sent to us because again, I don't have access to his page, I don't have it. So this was sent to us because what he's saying is just whoa. He's pushing this narrative that I think is not very good and it's kind of detrimental. Let's get some context here. For those of you that don't already know, which I'm sure most of you already know this, but after Quinn got all this attention when he re-released the Selena Jimmy interview, guess what Jimmy does? He's like, I'm going to re-release it on my page too on YouTube. Remember that? He was all
Yeah.
excited about it, right?
Yeah.
And my feelings on this is he didn't like that Quinn's getting all the attention, the clicks and views. And so he wants attention, clicks, and views as well. So this is what he posted. He said, the controlled opposition wing, so that's what he's calling us, of the XJWs are just waiting to pounce on this video again. It would make their job much harder if this video was shared everywhere. So if you are down with it, please share this on your Facebook feed, Facebook groups, X, and any other social media platforms that you have access to. Let's overwhelm them. That's what he wants. He wants so much attention on his video. Everyone, come together and let's share this video. Okay?
Again, without regard for this person that
Right.
may have something going on behind the scenes.
Right. And there's been no verification either way, but it's like, okay, it does not matter. And that's fine. Whatever. You guys don't care. Okay. But this is, I want to specify something here again. When he calls us a controlled opposition wing of the XGWs and we're waiting to pounce on this video like we want it to be taken down. No, that's not true.
No.
I don't care if you take it down or not at all. Only woman number one had said she had contact with Selena and wanted you guys to take it down. Okay, so let's just make that clear. That was not me or Cindi saying take it down or whatever. And we don't ever advocate for taking things down that we feel might help in a situation to take down certain parts of the cult. Okay, but also too, you have to keep in mind that there are good points being made that re-releasing these videos also might do the opposite and harm the very thing you're claiming to wanting to do, right? Just you guys can see both sides here, right? Okay. We can all admit that, right? Okay. So then in the comments section of this post, and remember his Facebook is public, okay? Even though I'm blocked in it, it's public. All of this is public. So anyone else who's not blocked can see all of this stuff on his Facebook. I want to make that very clear, because I feel like he is in this headspace where he's like, well, wouldn't this be considered doxing? No, it's not the same thing. You are a public figure. You have a public YouTube channel. Okay. You use your Jimmy Bell name in your YouTube channel. Okay. You have never acted like that was a problem. So don't all of a sudden act like now it's a problem to use your name. If you don't want people to use your name, then no one can use your name. Okay. Nobody can use your name. Let's just be clear. And if also too, don't make all your posts public. You can shut off at any time and make them private. You can do that. Okay. So I just wanted to clear that up. All right. So under this public post, she says, I thought she has a pending court case where her attorney doesn't want her in the spotlight. So would she want this shared at this time? I doubt it. And then he says, this is something she had already done before. She disappeared. And like I've said before, if she contacts me personally and asks me to remove it, then I would take it down. But until then, I have control of the content and I can do whatever I want or whatever I wish. That is his response. So even if something is going on behind the scenes that no one knows, he doesn't seem to care.
Right.
Okay, so then she says here, I hear you. You are within your rights, but is this what's best for her? I guess she needs to contact you directly then. Do you have a way to contact her? Jimmy made a postate on
a post?
YouTube.
Maybe they meant to say a post on YouTube yesterday explaining it.
Jimmy made a
Maybe
post.
It was his video. Maybe it was that video that
Jimmy made a post on YouTube yesterday explaining this. Oh, okay. And then she said, thanks. All right. That was so confusing to me. I was like, what does that mean? So all she's saying is that Jimmy has his right to continue to post the video, but she's just asking, is that best for Selena? You know,
right.
Because, and also too, she's saying, well, I guess Selena needs to contact you directly and ask, do you have a way to contact her? But Jimmy doesn't respond to her. This other person responds and says, well, go watch Jimmy's statement on his YouTube. It was a 13-minute live stream where he addressed some of these things. In that video, he does specify that he reached out to Joe and Fran to ask them not to share, but then he acted like there were two other people, and of course he's talking about us. He just hates to say our names. Like, what are you so afraid of to say our names? Like, everyone already knows. Well, most people already know who you're talking about. So, you know, what's the big deal, right? So anyways, he's telling the community that he reached out to 2 other people, us, but he only reach out to you. I guess we're just a package deal in his mind. We're a package deal. And he literally said that he reached out to us almost like a test. The way he explained it, he literally is saying he's testing, or he said something like, well, now he knows who his friends are or something like that. Because if it was a true friend, they wouldn't even question him. That's what he said. If you're a true friend, you won't question me. You just do what I say. If I tell you to do something, if you're my true friend, you just obey. That's
you
what
just
he
listen,
said.
obey, and be blessed.
Oh my gosh. The next part on his Facebook is he said, all I will say is checkmate in this mysterious way. You know how Jimmy is. He's very mysterious. He doesn't want to tell you what he means by that, but he's saying checkmate, right? So then you go under in the comments section. She was like, what are you talking about? I guess I won't know since that's all you'll say. See, it's like
He just leaves these mysterious
yes.
comments out here, like,
right. Why aren't they
okay?
exactly? Why aren't you transparent? See, that's the one thing me and Cindi can say we are. We're very transparent, and we tell everything. We don't leave people in the dark and go, mystery number 1 or mystery. And right now, the only reason we're using woman number 1 or whatever is because we're protecting women, and we're protecting these women that have already specified they do not want to be mentioned. And we already had a conversation, and we told her we would not, use her name. So that's why we're calling her woman number 1. But normally we would state all the facts, like, here we're reporting the XJW news, and here we are, This is in the YouTube. I found him saying this underneath, I think it might have been Bo Benson's video. I'm not sure. I'm having a hard time remembering because there were so many different videos that, as you said, got released. So he says under YouTube, for a comment, he says, checkmate. And here's where he explains it. So poor Susan from the other one on Facebook, if she's not here, she's never going to know what he really meant. So he explains it. He says, let me explain why I said what I said. The original issue was for us to take down Selena's video. And guess what? It's still up. That's why I said checkmate. Like, he thinks he's winning or something. It's like, dude, nobody cares that it's still up. I don't care that it's still up. You don't care that it's still up. Nobody cares that
it's only because he made such a big deal about, like, who can use it and who can't,
right,
to begin with, and trying to suppress certain people from using it. Now he's done a 180 and says, everybody please use it. So I guess that includes us too. I don't know. I'm not planning on using it.
Wow,
still.
That's a good point. He went from nobody can use it to now everyone share it all over. Now that it's on his YouTube and he can get the traffic and the monetization or whatever, he's like, share it everywhere. Share it everywhere.
Yeah. And let us not forget that originally he said that he had permission, which this is in the text from our last video, that he said he had gotten permission, and that's why he was allowed to use it, and that's why he was allowed to give it to Quinn, because he got permission from Selena. Now it's a totally different story, and anybody can use it, free for all.
Yeah,
go for it.
He's the king of double speak. Yeah, it's crazy. And so
once again, lies.
Yeah, so re-clarifying, it was one person, woman number 1, that was the one that had asked it to come down, and she had her own reasons, which she can make a statement on if she wants to. You need to stop acting like everyone's coming at you to get that video down. The only video that people wanted down right away was the doxing video.
Right.
Right? It's like no one cares about the Selena interview. We thought it was a good interview. Okay, so the next thing we're going to cover is the comments that Quinn suppressed under his videos. And I think this is under the doxing documentary one. He deleted all of our comments, or he hit us or whatever. And then people were gaslighting us in the comments saying, he's not hiding comments. It was crazy. This is the first comment that I noticed he was deleting comments. And here's the thing. He had already blocked or hid your Culty Talk account and my World Stage account. So what I did is I went over to our Spiritual Truth Quest podcast, and I started using that account to see, will I be able to make comments from STQ? So that's what I did. So I wrote this comment and I'll read it for you, but it didn't show up. So right away I could tell that he had some kind of setting in place where he was reviewing comments before they were coming up, and he was like literally censoring who he'd allow to show and who he wouldn't, because this one didn't come up. And before people say YouTube does this kind of shenanigans too, yeah, I already know that. I know YouTube does it too, but I know it was Quinn doing it. Not only do I know it was Quinn doing it because there was no reason for YouTube to even play shenanigans with this, but Quinn himself admitted that not only in the video when he was saying things about us, he was saying he did block us because he called our comments Jerry Springer. But as you'll see further, he told people in the comments that he did delete our comments. Let's get right into the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the first comment. I said, "This is really sad, Quinn, how you are doxing these women. What is your goal here? How does this have anything to do with Watchtower or your mission to help people? It sounds like you care more about your bank account than protecting survivors and women." And here's why I said bank account. Because he said it in his video that it does affect his monetization. He told us that like if he took down the Selena video, that would affect him in some way.
Because he said anything over 1,000 views,
he gets monetized.
He gets some kind of monetization for.
Right.
Yeah.
So he
I don't
said
know what
that
it
himself.
is, but whatever.
Yep, he said that himself. So I said, you know, it sounds a lot like you care more about your bank account than the protecting of survivors and women. So sad. This is seriously disappointing coming from you. So this to me is a heartfelt message to him saying, you know what? I'm disappointed in you, dude. Like, I'm disappointed that you're doing this. And it kind of makes me sad. That kind of thing, right?
Can I interject here that in our last video, at the end of that thing, we were both like, Quinn makes some really good videos. We did say that. And it's like, you're making me regret giving you that compliment now because of the way you attack.
Again, we gave a little bit of criticism in that video about him, a little constructive criticism, we even laughed about it and said it's unsolicited advice. Remember? So take it or leave it. We said that. And
I said, you do you, go ahead.
Yes. And what does he do? He acts so offended by that. It's like, really? Like, you can't, like, when you're friends with somebody, you can't, like, give advice or joke around about unsolicited advice.
Joke around a little bit. Yeah. Because it was very playful in our video. We were very playful with him.
Which we always are.
Exactly. And he just got all serious in his.
Right. I know. And so then I said, because this is concerning to me, after I watched that whole 3-hour and 20-minute video, it was actually concerning what I was seeing. So I said, you are showing a pattern here. You are actually exposing yourself. None of this discredited the allegations. They actually confirmed the woman's accusations of you. Wow. Nice work. You just outed yourself. Yeah, because like it felt like, you know, I'll tell you, it felt like that. It felt like he was like trying to get ahead of something and just throw all this stuff together before a possible person could say, oh, I feel threatened by him or whatever. And that's crazy because no one was even going to do that to him. No one was even going to do that to him.
The entire video actually felt that he was preempting something from coming out. The way he went after 5 different people, it was like, are you afraid, Quinn, that somebody's going to say something about you and you have to like say something first so that their story won't get out?
To discredit people. Yeah.
I'm not saying there is a story there or there isn't. I'm just putting it out there. That's how it came off.
That's how it comes off. You're trying to discredit these women before they can come out with information. But here's the crazy thing. Again, Joanne told us she had no intention of doing anything or saying anything or whatever. And also woman number 1. No, she left the scene. She was like, I'm out of here. Close my YouTube channel, everything. Right. So this is just, and we didn't talk to the other women. We didn't talk to the other women, but I'm seeing that they were probably feeling the same kinds of ways. Like, what WTF is going on? You know?
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
Here, people were accusing us of making this up. So they were like, no one's suppressing anything, right? Because I had said Quinn is suppressing and hiding comments. Quinn is accusing people of the very thing that he is doing. And this person responded with, I have too many YouTube channels that I know the creators and how hard they work, and YouTube plays games. You need to have proof before you say this crap. And again, see, I know people are always going to say that. I know how YouTube works too. I have YouTube channels. I know that they mess with people. Okay.
Yeah.
But also too, Quinn admitted he was deleting our comments. Okay.
Yep.
He admitted to blocking us right in the video. He said it himself. Also, many have reached out to us to tell us when they tried to comment, Quinn isn't letting their comments be seen on this video. Ask yourself this: how is it that all comments under this video are for Quinn and agree with him? There are 0 comments that are pushing back and questioning him. He is controlling the comments. Like, duh, seriously?
And this is very reminiscent of somebody else very popular on YouTube that does the same thing. Let's say rhymes with
Yeah, what does it rhyme with?
Coyd Bevins.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
This person says, you just doxed multiple women, and Jimmy Bell just violated the trust of a woman who was in fear of Quinn retaliating against her. And then you, Quinn, did exactly what she was in fear of. What is wrong with you? Exactly.
Yep.
He literally did what she was afraid he was going to do. So she
Yep.
had a reason to be afraid. And then we at Spiritual Truth Quest, we said, right, where is the ethical code of honor that Quinn claims to follow? Remember, he brought that up in his video. There was a YouTube ethical code of honor, okay? I guess it doesn't apply to the XJW elites. They'll say rules for thee and not for me. Because I am elite, I don't have to follow those same rules. And then this person said, bro, it's unfortunate that you met up with a bunch of crazies. Many of them were J-dubs to begin with because they were weak, crazy lunatics. Oh, okay, because they know these people personally, right? This person knows them personally, right? They probably were adults that chose to originally join, which is even wackier than the ones that were forced in by birth. All a bunch of psychopaths. This person is literally assuming all this crazy stuff, right? Lots of assumptions in this comment. I only see one psychopath in this video, one who will go after the jugular of multiple women. Yep. If you go against him and say anything that he doesn't agree with and pushes back, he will just go after you.
Sad to me that the people in the comments are doing the same thing. Like, you don't know these women and you're hearing one side of a story.
Right.
And he's calling them all crazy lunatics.
Yep. Here we got Daisy Dew. Okay, she kind of was going, back and forth with me. She goes, it took me a while to watch the entirety of this video. Yeah, of course it did. It was 3 hours and 20 minutes. It took all of us a long time to get through it. But it was pretty interesting. It makes me think of the saying, no good deed goes unpunished. Yeah, you know who could say that? Joanne. Joanne could say, no good deed goes unpunished because she did all those good deeds for Quinn. And what did he do? He literally threw it back in her face and called her all those names and made her feel horrible. And then all these people are jumping on the bandwagon and just believing what he's saying.
Out of the goodness of her heart, she sends him a ticket. She spends money on him when he's there. She lets him stay in her house for free. Like, why did she deserve that? She didn't deserve all that.
No. Okay. So then she says, well, what a bizarre bunch of circumstances. Quinn, you are a lot like me in your thoroughness to defend yourself and provide documentation to do so. I have Asperger's syndrome and will go above and beyond to clarify myself and be understood. I hate the dishonest gossiping and how people backstab and lie to cover their butts. Oh my gosh. You're literally describing his video. You are a good man, and I am sorry for all you encountered in this weird situation. Let me ask you this, Daisy do you know Quinn personally? I'm not saying he's a good or bad man or anything. I'm saying, how can you make that assertion unless you don't know him in real life? That's all I'm saying. Like, and because like you're saying he's good and you're saying Joanne isn't, and of these other women, it's like you don't even know any of these people technically. You know?
Right. And who's out here making videos about other people? It isn't Joanne.
Right. I know. I think it's awesome that you are setting the record straight. Oh no, we're setting the record straight right here. I hope this experience does not deter you from making more videos. You're my favorite XJW videographer. Yeah, I hope it doesn't either. I hope Quinn goes back to what he does best and leave us all behind. I mean, if he wants to make an apology to some of these women, that would be nice, but whatever. I'm not expecting any of this from these people because so far I've not seen any feeling that Quinn thinks he did anything wrong or Jimmy thinks he did anything wrong. None of these people think they did anything wrong. Yeah, so it'd be like holding your breath to expect anything for them. But I agree with this person here. Go back to what you do best and do that. Like leave this stuff and leave everyone alone. Stop with all of this drama. So that's when I said, setting the record straight, he just doxed a bunch of women and told his side of the story, and you just believe him. Unreal. Wow.
Mhm.
Okay. So then she says he showed proof of their conversation. How is that one-sided? Because it's out of context, lady. I assume this is a lady. Daisy Do. I mean, if a guy's calling himself that, holy moly. Okay, as far as doxing goes, it's only illegal if it involves harassment, threats, or intimidation. Well, it kind of did. He literally told
Mhm.
woman number one if she didn't back down, he was gonna put it all over the internet, and then he did it. Isn't that threats? Isn't that intimidation? I don't know what else to call that. And then she said none of that happened. He did not provide addresses or phone numbers or did not suggest anyone do anything to them. Okay, well, he didn't have to suggest anything do anything to them, but he literally created a situation where I saw in the comments people were saying, "Well, now I'm going to unfriend that person. Now I don't
Yeah,
believe
they're
that person." You
yeah,
know?
and they were coming really hard after the people who were in the video. Yeah.
Yeah, and so and also too, we heard a little birdie told us that some of this advocacy that's going on behind the scenes, that some people have now reached out to them and said, "I'm not going to work with you anymore because of this
Yep.
video." So
Yeah.
this is crazy to me.
Yeah, and does that person deserve that? No.
No,
I not at all.
no, yeah. In fact, if she wants to come on her show, if she knows we're talking about, we don't want to name drop either, but if you know who we're talking about, who's been doing advocacy, we've done, some videos about what she's been doing. And, we had our own questions because we're critical thinkers and, we just ask questions. We didn't mean to offend anybody, but, I'd be willing to have her on too. I would.
Yeah,
I'd be willing to
and
have
I
her
have
on.
to say, even Bo Benson said that he's friends with her and he stuck up for her and didn't understand why she was in the video. Guess what, Bo? We didn't either. We didn't know why she was in the video. I didn't know why any of these people were in the video.
No, and we told him that. Like Quinn did that. What are you talking about? You're over here cheering for Quinn and you're upset about that, but yet your upsettedness is focused on the wrong people. You're mad at the women in the video. You should be mad at Quinn for putting her name out there. Oh my
Right.
gosh. Buffoon, it's just buffoonery. Okay.
Hmm.
So then it says sounded like he exposed a bunch of liars and slanderers. Looked to me like they were the ones who were harassing him. See this sort of thing all the time on social media. I don't see anything wrong with it. By his documented proof, he said nothing inaccurate. He has the right to defend his reputation. Okay, I need to say something about this. Defend his reputation. His reputation wasn't even in question. Like there was no defending it. It wasn't public. All this stuff would happen behind the scenes. Woman number one had told Jimmy in confidence that after her interaction with him, she felt a little scared and didn't want to go further with him. There was no attacking on her part or ruining his reputation. He actually ruined his own reputation by making all this public. No one
Hmm.
would have even known about
Right.
it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So then I respond from Spiritual Truth Quest. There is also another side to all of this. Quinn also exposed himself as well. It takes two to tango, and he is showing a serious pattern here with his own bad behavior. But carry on, keep defending a man who thinks he's so superior he can do whatever threatening thing he wants to women, Daisy Doo Doo. If you are a woman, it is shameful that you are defending him. Cause that gets to me. It's like when we've always said this and we always have proven this. We are girls. When if you
Yeah.
are defending a man who is doxing a bunch of women and making such horrible claims about them without verifying if anything he's saying is accurate, you are not a girl's girl. What are you doing? It's
Right.
shameful. So then she says, so you must also consider every XJW account that exposes the lying watchtower as doxing also. No, I actually don't consider that,
Mm-mm.
if you must know. They show what the scumbag governing body says when they lie. If these so-called dox victims want to take him to court, they would have to prove he was lying or maliciously going after them. Highly unlikely. Okay, well, great idea. And you know what? You just gave them an idea and maybe they will. Who knows? You have
Yeah.
no idea what's going on behind the scenes, Daisy Doo.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And then she said, again, sorry, spiritual one. I don't live in a mythical watchtower land where I am forced to be shamed. So she thinks I'm shaming her. Okay. Ain't happening. Maybe because I said Daisy Doo Doo, but like typo. Sorry,
Mm.
AI. It's an AI thing. It just said doo doo. I don't know. Okay. where I am forced to be shamed. Ain't happening. You aren't my mommy. Oh, here that comes up. We love that one. You ain't my mommy. We've said that before too,
I
right?
said that. Yep. I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah,
Love it.
we agree. We aren't your mommy. I agree. And are not my moral authority like the pieces of shit at the Kingdom Hall. I think when people F around and find out, it's a beautiful thing. I'm not claiming to know everything about Quinn. Oh, there you have it, folks. She probably doesn't know Quinn very well. All she knows of him is his videos that he makes, and that's it. Okay. I don't lose any sleep over his true character. That's for him and Jesus. Oh boy. Okay. All right. We get it. And then she continues on and says, what I thought was excellent was him calling out others and exposing their lying asses. So she's already thinks they're, this is the problem. It's that people just believe, oh, if Quinn said it, it must be true. If Watchtower said it, it must be true. If Jimmy said it, it must be true. One more, if Bo Benson said it, it must be true. No, all you guys, fact check. Verify the information. You can't just believe whatever they say, okay? And then she said, that's priceless. They are free to follow up or lawyer up. Oh, I'm sure they know that. I don't give a shit either way. I watch my own ass and don't get involved with strangers. Oh, you're getting involved with us right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
What are you doing right here, sweetie?
Yeah. His story is an example of why I don't. I also don't have any shame whatsoever. I speak the truth. Well, good. We don't want you to have any shame. No, I don't have wishing that on you. I speak the truth and hate mother effers like the governing body who misrepresent themselves and deceive people. Quinn proved these see you next Tuesdays. Oh, see, now she's calling us see us next Tuesdays. All these women, she doesn't even know who they are. See you next Tuesdays. We're talking shit about him. I love him exposing these types. Lastly, the book of Revelation. Oh, I'm not going to read that. I'm sorry.
No.
We're not. Oh, but she did say doo-doo signing out.
Doo-doo signing out.
With a poop emoji. That was funny. I'll give her that. Okay.
Yeah.
At this point, Quinn has erased my comments. So now in her mind, she thinks I did that. She thinks I deleted the comments. Okay. No, I don't delete my comments like that. So she says, you must be an active JW. I can tell by the way you try to be the moral authority and attempt to shame others with different opinions. No, sweetie, that's not true. That's not true. You can have a different opinion, but I can also call you out on it too. It goes both ways, doesn't it?
Right.
So
you both have opinions here, right?
So does that mean she's an active JW? If I say that in reverse?
Right. Only one of you is allowed to have an opinion? I don't think so.
Right. And speaking of moral high ground, didn't she just scripture me? Like she's preaching to me and telling me that I'm the one. Oh my, it's gaslighting, projecting. Okay. So then here's where Quinn gets involved. He says, I was okay if they came back under different profiles and made a few comments, but I warned them, no Jerry Springer here. They had to get kicked off again. See, he's admitting it. He kicked us off a third time because he's claiming that our comments are Jerry Springer when, to be honest with you, a lot of these people are just as more Jerry Springer than us. She just said, see you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday. Yeah.
I didn't call anyone see you next Tuesday. I didn't call anyone anything that's derogatory like that. That's crazy to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So then she writes, okay, I thought that the person deleted their own comments. See? And this is the problem. This is why we have to talk about this, because people are assuming that we're over here like gaslighting people and then deleting our comments. No. We're standing up for ourselves and he's deleting our comments. He's doing it. We're not doing it. Okay. I understand now where they went. It seemed like a witness to me. Controlled opposition, maybe, like you mentioned. Thanks, Quinn.
See, now they're just believing that we're controlled opposition. We're agents of Watchtower, which is so insane.
Right, because anyone that questions any of these people is controlled opposition.
It's an agent.
Doesn't it sound like something Watchtower uses? If you question Watchtower, you're labeled an apostate.
You're an apostate.
So no one will talk to you, right?
And everyone will bully up on you.
Yes, and I feel the same thing happening here. It's like all of these people, Quinn's little super fans or whatever.
His tribe.
His entourage is now attacking just, me and you. So it's like, we're like on our own on this. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So then he finalizes and says, thanks for your support of the channel and the situation. And she says, my pleasure. I love your channel. Puke. Okay, here's a good one that we came across. Context of this is when we had our fallout with Ruby, Tony was involved. Tony is her cousin, as some of you know.
Oh, yeah.
And when we told our story, we kept her name out of it because we had respect and love for Tony. All right. Because we felt that Ruby was the one that really created the situation. And then Tony was just showing solidarity to her cousin, which we understand. We understand that.
Yeah.
We're like, we get that. Sure, no problem.
Right. So we didn't even mention her name at all in
Right.
the video
Right.
that we originally did. Yep.
Right. And also, as some of you might have noticed, she's disappeared. Right. Ever
Mhm.
since that fallout, she's disappeared. A lot of people have mentioned
Yep.
it. I've seen it in the chat. People say, "Where's
Mhm.
Tony?" All this stuff, right? Well,
Yeah.
here Tony is. She popped her head out of her hole, and here she is again. And
4 months later.
later. Yes. This is what she says in solidarity, and she's literally cheering on his doxing video of women. She says, "This was such a good video, and thank you for shedding light on the delusional, energy sucking, wagon jumping, attention seeking children. They don't have any substance of their own to rely on. They must have dementia because now they're twisting the truth according to their convenience so their viewers can feel pity for them. No, sweetheart, that's your cousin Ruby who twists the truth and her sidekick Jimmy. They're the ones that twist everything, okay?"
Yeah, and we
also,
know that this comment in specifically is about us
oh
because she's
yeah.
not saying those things about
Well,
those other people because they don't have channels. They're not out here.
and also she doesn't
They're
know
not
them.
public people.
And
Right.
also she doesn't know them. So I know she's not speaking about those women because I can say this about Tony. Tony somewhat has respect. So I can't see her attacking these women. She's literally, this is targeted towards us, okay?
Yeah.
So then, okay, so continuing, then want to whine and cry when people correct them and remind them of the real truth. Sweetie, no one's whining and crying over here. Okay. Then she says, snakes will never prosper. Slandering people's names will never bring them, nor satisfy, nor quench their thirst for blood. We are not slandering. Nothing
What?
we've said is inaccurate. Slandering would mean we're lying. We're telling the truth. Everything we've
Mhm.
shared has been the truth, and we have
Well,
receipts for
not only
everything.
that, it's just that it's them saying words out of their own mouths, and we're just playing
Exactly.
it. I mean,
Yes, and commenting on
that's
it.
not slander, babe. That's not
Right.
slander.
Right. Yes. But even so, like we told our story and we told the truth. Nobody's
Mhm.
slandering anyone. We just told the truth of what happened. That'd be like
Yeah.
Tony, that'd be like you accusing XJWs who leave the Watchtower and now you're saying they're slandering Watchtower because they're telling their truth of what happened, their bad experience. Stop
Yeah.
it. Okay. They will bring anyone down with them and they are. We're not bringing anyone down with us.
What are you talking about?
So sad to see, but I believe in karmic retribution. Oh, guess what? So do I.
So do
So do
I.
I. They will reap bountifully the evil that they sow. Yes.
Evil.
Projection.
Whoa! Like
This is
we've got so much power, and that we're just
this
these
is
evil people.
right. This is all projection from her,
Mhm.
obviously. So then I respond with the spiritual truth quest because at this time I was able to speak, but he went and deleted my comment, obviously, after, I said this.
Mhm.
So
Of
I
course.
said, well, well, well. Look who finally decided to pop back up and show her face. I find it funny how you and Ruby stayed silent and now all of a sudden you have a backbone and showing your faces when Quinn is doxing a bunch of women on the internet. But I'm not surprised because you ran tail between your legs when Ruby ripped you out of the Discord. You lost your voice and now miraculously you found it again. You are also not a girl's girl because if you were, you wouldn't be cheering on Quinn's predator patterns of behavior and doxing of women. So sad, Tony. I expected better from you. Glad you are back, though. It's just sad what you are back for.
Yeah.
I said what I said.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, next up for your viewing pleasure is JG. This
Mm,
guy is someone who's all the way up Ruby and Jimmy's rear end. We've actually had
mm. All the
interactions
way
with
up.
him in the past, and when we first had our fallout with Ruby, he literally was rude to us and said, "Oh, you ruined Ruby's show. Why did you get on her stage and say all that?" Because we actually cared about Ruby at the time. We wanted to talk to
At the
her, and
time. Yeah.
yes, that's why. Hello. So, anyways, this is this guy again. He's showing his face up again. He goes, "The two gals on Spiritual Truth Quest just trash talk. Seems to me that it's cyberbullying. They're just pretenders, pretending that they have something meaningful to share. Sad."
Again, another person who hasn't watched any of our videos, apparently.
Yeah, he hasn't watched anything. None of these people have. Okay.
No.
So then Ruby jumps in and says, it definitely is cyberbullying painted as a podcast.
No,
Laughing
it's
face.
not.
So then I said, pretenders, what are we pretending about? Do tell. You are so far up Ruby and Jimmy's nether regions, nothing you have to say is of relevance. I say what I said. Okay. So then I said to Ruby, I said, you want to talk cyberbullying? Go back and watch Quinn's 3-hour doxing documentary. You don't have a clue what that term means, Ruby.
Exactly.
And I want to also clarify something because she was in our comment section on our last video and she said she was rehashing this. She's telling me not to rehash this as she's rehashing our fallout from 4 months ago in our comment section. Okay. And then she's like, well, I just don't want you to talk about me anymore. Well, the only reason we're talking about you right now is because Quinn made this video and you're up in his comments talking trash about us. So if you
Exactly.
talk
Yep.
about us, we're going to respond. We have a right to respond. Just like you
Mhm.
have a right to respond, and Jimmy has a right to respond, and Quinn has a right to respond. But you have to do it in the right way. You can't dox people. You can't put people's phone numbers and emails and put their faces on the screen if they're not YouTubers. You can't do that to people. Do it
Right.
right. Do it right. Oh, and then he wrote back, just watch the section of this video that covers your channel. It clearly outlines it all. Have a nice day. I said, it outlines absolutely nothing, nothing of significance. Quinn takes small clips and takes things completely out of context. It's a joke. Yeah, the video he took was the video of Jimmy pretending to be a peacemaker.
Oh,
In the
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Like he's trying to prove that Jimmy's some kind of peacemaker. The real story is Jimmy baited us to go on the stage. We wouldn't have gone on the stage. We weren't planning on going on the stage. We weren't planning even on blowing up Ruby's live stream either. In this situation, you, as my diehard friend, a girl's girl, you were so upset at what she did to me. You were just in the comments section. She could have ignored the comments. She could have
Mhm.
moderated the comments. There was a
Mhm.
whole different thing she could have done. But instead, Jimmy was like, this is an opportunity to have some fun stuff go on the stage.
Yeah, because he prodded us and said, y'all want to have it out? Come on, let's go.
The next thing we'll cover in newest video, because here's the thing, we all know that YouTube took down the doxing video. So then Quinn had to obviously run and make another video explaining that he has the upper hand and he's 10 steps ahead, 5D chess like Trump. And he's like tricked all of these women. We tricked
Ha
all of
ha,
your women.
fooled ya.
Yeah.
Fooled ya.
So he does this other video. And so Ruby goes in there and also leaves another comment. She says, thankfully, we are right back to the start because it is very easy to become intimidated by people online. I am thankful for that I've had you, Jimmy and Tony, on my side when I was going through it. It is very easy to become distracted, thinking we have to defend every little lie told about us. But you have done it when it mattered and in a dignified way. You didn't name call or spread misinformation. You show receipts. Actually, he did name call. He name
Yeah.
called Joanne multiple times. I don't know what you're talking about.
Psychotic episodes he said she was having.
Right.
Called her
And
crazy multiple times. Yep.
yep. And woman number one, he put that symbol on her head. A
Baphomet.
Baphomet. Yes.
Baphomet.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like you're trying to put
With
spells on
the
people.
pentagram. With the
Yeah.
pentagram.
It was evil. It was horrible doing
Mhm.
that. So that's a dignified way, Ruby. Are you sure about that? You gave details to back everything you've said, and that's why you're my favorite YouTuber out here. Oh, your number one fan.
Here she's literally admitting that Jimmy was on her side. He was not being a peacemaker, taking a neutral stand. He was on her side. She just said it
Yes.
right here.
Good point. And there are people that have called him out on that too. And I had actually a side conversation a while back when this all happened. And I told him it was very clear you took sides and you were not a peacemaker and you
No.
stuck with Ruby. But we know why you did that. It's because he wants to work with her on the show.
Exactly. Yep.
He can't say anything to her. He can't stand up to her because then she'd be like, well, I don't want to work with you anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not going to do that.
Mhm.
So let's see. You are appreciated, Quinn. Keep moving forward. Thank you for sharing everything. Well, I hope that doesn't offend Jimmy that she just said, you're my favorite YouTuber. I guess Jimmy's her second. I don't know. Okay, so here's this one. This menacing Mistral, he kind of was going at us quite a bit. Or me. He was going after me.
Oh, yeah.
He says petty juveniles like those troublemaking women. Oh, we are some we're troublemaking women, Cindi.
The way they
Are
talk about women in general is
yeah.
disturbing. Like, so there are no troublemaking men out here.
Yeah,
There,
just women.
yeah, it's
Yep.
just the
And
women.
we're so predictable, he says. I'm glad you set them up. See? Oh, he's glad that he set them up like it was some kind of operation.
Mm,
Quinn literally accused us of this operation, and it's like the way this guy's talking, you set him up. It was a whole operation. Who's doing operations? Quinn is, not us.
yeah,
Okay?
yeah. Quinn's whole video was about this video. This new one is all about how clever he is and how he knew what we were going to do. He was 10 steps ahead. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Setting
okay,
us up,
whatever.
setting us
In
up.
your own mind.
In his mind, he thinks he's setting us up. Yeah. He
Hmm.
said their real character is out now. No, actually, our character's been the same, and it's still the same. It's
Hmm.
Quinn actually that now got a lot of people are like very like wow by that. So no, no,
Hmm.
no. It's actually Quinn's characters now. You not reposting it shows you are better. Those women know it and are jealous. What? No, you not reposting it is the right thing to do. It has nothing to do with who is better here or jealousy. Him saying, I'm not going to repost the doxing video, that's the right thing to do for the women that he could harm in the video.
And
Like,
can I just say one thing about that?
yeah, yeah,
There are also legal reasons why I personally wouldn't repost something like that.
right.
Just
Okay, so then Daisy Duke gets back in the saddle, and she's back now on this video, and she's like, wow, you are really ruffling the JW feathers. Must be directly over the target. Keep exposing this dirt. Keep exposing this dirtball organization. I love seeing liars and troublemakers being called out. Okay. Oh, and this is something this is important. Jimmy, what he says right
okay.
here, right? He says, now we will just watch and see who will be the ones to keep the drama going. I have my thoughts on that, on who it will be. Let's hope they just stop because you won't see it from Quinn or,
Or I. Yeah, that's
yeah,
what he says.
you're not going to see the drama coming from us. Okay.
Yeah, but
I'll,
meanwhile they
I'll
five
believe that.
videos now.
Right. 5 videos now. And I'll believe that when I see that because Jimmy is still orchestrating drama behind the scenes.
Yeah.
We have receipts to prove that. We have
Hmm.
receipts to prove that. He is literally still orchestrating drama behind the scenes, and he's not simmering down in the comment section anywhere. He's fueling the fire and poking the bear at every turn. So
And
that's not
gaslighting
true.
everyone, making them believe things are not
Yes.
true that he did when they
Yes.
already saw it.
Correct. Correct. I hope people can see this now after we're doing this video.
I
Like
hope so
I
too.
don't know how much more to prove to you. And for those of you that have been talking to us behind the scenes, and you know now you see what we're telling everybody. It's like
Yeah.
he's telling you guys one thing on the
Hmm.
phone. Oh, poor me. I feel bad for me. I feel attacked, just like he did with Cindi and making her
I
turn
feel
against.
so hurt. I feel
Yeah.
so hurt.
Yes, turning her against me
Yeah.
and trying to turn her against me. Now he's doing the same now to the both of us. Now that he knows Cindi is not going to fall for it anymore, now he's going after both of us. And so what he's doing is going behind the scenes and talking to whoever will listen
Yeah.
to get them to turn their
Personally.
back against
But if
us.
you're so hurt, Jimmy, why don't you say that in the comments section then? You don't want to make any of that public about how hurt you are or anything like that because
Say
you have
that.
your own story. You have your
And
own separate
right,
story.
right. And he's spinning his own narrative. And here's the thing.
Yeah.
If I actually saw some remorse from Jimmy for what he did to these women, I'm not talking
Hmm.
about me. I don't
Yeah.
expect apology from him, but I'm saying if
No.
I saw some a remorse where he was accountable and made a public statement that he should have never sent that, and also maybe if he even said to Quinn, I don't really agree with what you did to Joanne or what have you, I would have respect for him, a little more
Publicly.
respect for him. Yeah,
Publicly.
but none of this behind the
You're lying.
scenes orchestrating this puppet mastery thing where you're telling
Mhm.
people these things and then trying to make us look bad. That's not happening.
Mhm.
Okay, so the next thing we're going to go over is the Bo Benson shenanigans. All right. So after and this is the problem with this doxing video. It's not just that what happened was wrong. It's that now you've opened up a can of worms where people like Bo Benson are going to jump on the bandwagon and start doing his videos too, which adds to the craziness of all of this, and it just
Yeah.
continues the nonsense, right?
Oh, I would say it continues the Jerry Springer show.
Correct. Yes, I love that. Here's the first comment from me. After we watched his, okay, so he did a whole video about us being plants, watchtower plants, me and
It's so
Cindi.
funny. It was funny.
Yes, so he thinks me and Cindi are plants, okay? And the video has now been hidden. It's still up. You can access it if you have the link, all right?
Yeah.
But the thing was hilarious. It was actually very entertaining. I've never laughed so hard in my life, and I actually appreciate the entertainment behind it. Like whatever,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So after we watched it and laughed so hard we almost peed our pants, this is one of the first things I said. I said, "This is wild that you don't even know any of the women you are speaking of, and on top of that, you said yourself you don't really know Quinn and he is just an acquaintance and you just go and believe whatever he's saying like it's gospel." He's the one smearing, and I'm not going to say the name. I'm going to say he's
Okay.
the one
Mhm.
smearing the
Your friend.
person. Yep, your friend that's doing the advocacy in the community. He went in a direction that brought her into this for no reason. The
Mhm.
evidence he brought up, the receipts on your friend, this person you claim is your friend, aren't much of anything. Because I believe that what he showed on the screen did not prove anything that she was involved with
No, it didn't.
anything.
It was so bizarre.
It was bizarre. How bizarre. Okay. Quinn should not have brought her into any of this. It's so wrong. You want to be mad at someone? Be mad at Quinn.
Excuse me.
He did this. And then we have a comment here. And I think this is, I'm not sure, but I think this is one of the women that were in the video that he doxed, but I'm not sure. I'd have to verify that, but I
Oh,
don't know. This person
I think
says,
so.
he said he had no friends. He talking about Quinn. So she is talking to Bo and saying, he said Quinn had no friends, no family, and needed a place to stay. I felt sorry for him. He used several XJWs pretending to be a friend in need, just down on his luck. He talked SHIT about everyone who helped him. Then he publicly tries to destroy people rather than dealing with his personal issues. He has people like you defend how he treats others. I regret opening my life up to him and trusting this man. Then she says, focus on Jimmy's interview. It was good work. That's great advice. I
Yeah.
agree with her.
Yeah, they
Right.
veered way off track. Way off track.
Right. And I
Mhm.
feel for this woman. She said literally it's like I regret like ever opening my life up to him and trusting him. Because if
Yes.
you open your
Mhm.
life up to him, he could stab you in the back. And then this person continues and says, all those people he talked about in his rant, he shared all the people's conversations, even his divorce transcripts. Why? This private email was because of how he was treating others and me. I was going off on him because he blocked me from commenting. I was hurt. And
Hmm.
apparently he was blocking others to get the same reaction. See, it wasn't
Yep.
just
Yep.
us. There's another
Yeah.
verification. He was blocking her. Anyone that he attacked in the video, he was blocking them.
Yep.
Okay. And who knows who else. Okay. And asking to move in with others. Okay. Oh, he was and
He
asking
was
to move in with
asking to
others.
move in with people. So who's the person
Right.
out here, with the shady behavior?
Okay. And then here we're going to talk about so the friend of Bo's that he said, why did Quinn bring the name in here, the
Mhm.
advocacy? She said she is suing and I was considering joining the law team she hired. I was questioning Quinn's integrity, not hers. It was the
Mm.
timing of her interview with him and the convention. That is all. See, and that's what we talked about earlier. Quinn putting
Mhm.
this stuff out now makes people question other people. And now they could say, we don't want to work with this person anymore because they just believe what he's saying.
Right.
So then I said, you're just making yourself look more foolish and delusional. Nobody's activated because he said we were
Yeah,
activated.
he kept on saying that they've been activated, and Quinn used
That
the
term.
same term, which was
Yeah.
so stupid.
Like we've been activated, like we work for the
We're not
CIA
robots.
and we've been activated in some kind of operation. Okay. So I said, nobody is activated other than your wild
Silly.
imagination.
There
That's
you
what was
go.
activated. Okay. And again, I'm saying no one has been activated to take down Quinn. Quinn is having serious illusions, saying that we all work for Watchtower and systematically attacked him together. I don't even know the majority of the women in his video. Now you are promoting the same idea. And the only person who brought your friend into it is
It's
Quinn.
Quinn.
So talk to your friend. Your video has extremely violent language against women and us that you do not even know. And you literally said that we must be pedos. You are sick.
Yeah.
Sick. So we're pedos because we were like helping woman number one with questioning Hope. Make sure it's okay with Selena that you're putting this stuff out here. That's what makes us a pedo?
Right. And at the end of that video, he did some nasty stuff onto woman number one's picture.
Oh yeah, he was
put
peeing
like
on her.
a peeing, yeah.
Like a peeing like act, like one of those gifs, like a gif that like it moves and it actually looks like it's a person peeing on her face. Yeah, it was horrible.
It was so disturbing.
It's disgusting. We would never do that to
Yes.
anybody. Nobody.
No.
And then I said, Quinn is not a victim because he said he was a victim. He's been attacked. He's being attacked by these women. No, he wasn't. No one attacked him. And then I said he made himself a victim. He aired out his dirty laundry, and Jimmy handed him a private conversation interaction he had no business sharing. It was never supposed to be seen by Quinn or anyone, but Quinn shared it with the world. He did it to himself. Here's Ruby, who says, agreed. Maybe turning off comments next time might help, but I have personally dealt with them and they made video after video trying to ruin my name. No, girl, we were not trying to ruin your name. Okay, that's again JW mentality or Watchtower mentality. That'd be like the Watchtower saying a JW that leaves the organization and then shares their story is trying to slander or ruin Watchtower's name. No, we're just telling our story and what we experienced with you, Ruby. That's it. I'm not trying to ruin your name. Holy smokes, you're not that important. Okay?
No.
Yeah, just like others they've spoken badly about. Others, she's referring to Jimmy probably. I don't know, but like that, it's all like fun and game. Like we literally are just silly and whatever. And honestly, we've already talked about this before. When we did it originally, we wanted him to come on the podcast. We thought it'd be an open door thing where he'd come and talk to us about it and we could laugh about it. But that never happened.
No.
But I enjoyed hearing your perspective and I appreciate your public support for Quinn. Team narcissist. She's on team narcissist. Team man.
Team men. Yeah, that's
Yes.
the team she's on.
Here's where we want to end it on this final note, because we think that what Jackie Jacks's message is here that she left is something we should all do. All of us. Like, let's, we want peace. We want peace. All of us want peace. I know some of us say they want peace, but I don't know if they do want peace. But I'm telling you right now, me and Cindi, do you want peace?
Oh God, yes. Yeah. This has interrupted my life for a week now. It's so stupid.
Right. And I want peace too. So we want this to be done. We want to move on from this and be done with all of this. Sincerely. Okay. So here's her final message to the XGW community. I have friends where we can agree to disagree and still get along. That's maturity. Not everyone is going to like other people's friends or acquaintances or even beliefs, and that's fine. The realm we live in and those in charge of the real life Hunger Games and Squid Games want this. They're getting off on it. Everyone can like who they want and dislike who they want. On the women versus men issue, well, how about you go to a mechanic, car dealership, a pew store, and actually see the difference in treatment you get simply because many women's balls are bigger than the guy they're there with. The whole S thing needs to be put to rest. There's more than just her out there. In the religious arena, the political arena, the school system arena, and every authority our taxes go to arena, they're all in on the perversion. It's so enormous, most can't accept it. JWs are not special. They're just another statistic in the big picture of disgust.
Yeah.
Writing letters to a government that participates in the same sick SHIT Sounds good on the surface, but the hopium people gobble down like a drug is sad. The presidents are just selected pawns. You know that, and so do others. Yes, we say that. Oh yes, like I love this. Like
Yes.
we writing letters to Trump, we all saw what happened. Nothing happened, and actually he doubled down with the whole Washington State thing. So she's right.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much more to everything, and many are missing the effing point. Preach, Jackie, preach.
Yeah.
Does everyone need an effing timeout and a clean binky?
I love that.
Jesus effing Christ. People watch the puppet show as if it's reality. Instead of all this word vomit slinging around like an ape slinging poop at a zoo, how about people get off their mind control devices and go ground, get out in nature, heal through frequencies, and realize that we are all just pawns in the game. F the game. If people are going to waste the little precious time they have on this planet, that's on them. But just go out and live. Feed the positive and stop feeding the negative. Yes, we
Yes, this
agree
is
with this
real so great.
1,000%. And
Yeah.
all the fear propaganda is on a loop for every generation. The script hasn't changed.
Mic drop.
Yep. Our final thoughts.
Well, Quinn said he's not going to share that video again, doxing anyone. So I hope he's never going to do that again, has learned his lesson. And there have been 5 videos about us and other people, and hopefully that's the end of those videos. This is the only one and only here that we're doing. And that's about it. I mean, I'm ready to bury this thing.
Yeah, we just wanted to set the record straight, and we have no issue with anyone ever defending themselves or setting the record straight or anything like that. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, it's just you got to do things in the right way. Again, you can't put people out there that don't want to be out there. They're not okay with it. They don't have a YouTube channel. You don't do that to people.
Right,
You
they're
know?
private people. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
and as you saw, they jumped people that don't even know those people jumped on and automatically are rude and saying all these mean things. I mean, they've been saying mean things about us. It's like we're all experiencing it. We know, but like we can handle it. You and I can handle it. Some people can't. And that's also why we spoke up. You guys think we're just trying to be Jerry Springer in the comments? No. We're also being that support system to these women because if we didn't speak up, they feel alone. Whether you're a man or a woman. We don't want
Right.
anyone to be doxxed. And again, we may be on the outs with Jimmy, Quinn, and Bo right now. Well, we were never on the in with Bo, but you know what I'm saying. He doesn't even know who we
Yeah.
are.
I
but
know.
I'm saying
Barely.
we would never, ever, ever dox you guys. That's not why we're here. We're not going to do that to you. Okay. We still know you're human beings.
Right,
We're not
and
here for
I've
that.
heard from some people that that we supposedly hate Jimmy. I don't have hate in my heart for Jimmy.
No,
No,
that only hurts us.
I don't like what he's doing.
Yes.
I'm gonna say when I don't like what you're doing.
Right.
But and I've seen too much of it from my own personal perspective. So yeah, I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna show it when you're doing something that I don't agree with. Just
Right.
like I mean, the thing with Quinn was just so stupid and so minor, and it just got blown way out of proportion. So,
Right.
but no, I don't have hate for Quinn. I don't have hate for Jimmy. I don't have hate for Bo. Bo, you're pretty funny.
Yeah. I mean, hate only hurts the person.
Yeah,
So why would we go there? Like it's silly. Us calling people out on some things or holding people accountable for things, there's nothing wrong with that. There just isn't. We can
yeah.
find common ground with anything. Let's make peace, not hate.
Right,
You
and
know?
I'm gonna say right now that I'm gonna take that little thing, that little short that I did. I do apologize that I put you guys' names on there, with that face. I thought it was funny and I was upset. So, that was probably wrong of me and I'm gonna take it down.
And see, and that's
And
awesome of you.
I'm not too big to apologize to you, okay?
Yeah,
I'm not too big for that.
right. You're amazing, and that's why I love you.
I love
Really.
you too.
Yeah.
I love you too.
All right. Well, I guess that's all we really need to say. I don't think there's anything else to cover. Again, we want to do other videos. We don't want to do this, as Quinn calls it, Jerry Springer stuff. This is not what we
Yeah.
want to do. This derails
No.
all of us coming together because we are stronger together. And that goes for whatever we're trying to accomplish, whether it's with Watchtower, politics, whatever. We need to come together. So we got to lay this to bed.
Yeah,
Okay?
and just one little more final thought. Some people didn't have very much confidence in what we were going to do here today, and I
Oh,
hope that this gives
yes.
them the confidence that they need to see that we are not mean, vicious people.
No, that's very yes, I'm very frustrated with that actually. There are people telling us that tried to tell us to shut up. There are so many people, not just Jimmy and Quinn, people telling us to just shut up, let it lie, don't worry about it. And no, that's what we were told when we were JWs. It's like I'm
Even
not gonna,
people we thought we knew, okay,
yeah,
very
are telling
well.
us yes, and are telling us to shut up. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's sad. It's very sad. So, well, I guess that's a wrap, right? We
That's a
said what
wrap,
we said
definitely.
what we had to say.
We said what we said, and we
Yeah,
said it with kindness.
yeah. And ending this video, thank you for your attention to this matter. All right, well, over and out.
Okay. Mwah.
Mwah.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.